Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video, folks. Once again back in Conan Exiles, and this time around I think I am going to continue building on my castle. We'll see how things progress from here, but the idea is we want to get this build kind of, I don't know, I was going to say finished off, but it's going to be a long time before that even happened if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do to it, both in a decorative sense as well as in a building sense. So basically I'm working on the castle itself at the moment. I do want to add some towers here, but the problem is, as you saw right there, that last triangle piece did not want to fit in. So we'll have to see, again, same problem here. So I guess this won't really work here. So the idea is I want two towers at the front of the castle itself, similar to what I've started there. The question is, or the thing is, I don't know how I'm going to do it at this point in time, but I'm determined it's going to happen. So maybe I can try doing it from there. That's probably something worth looking at. So let's pick these up. And what's nice as compared to Arc is if I pick up this piece right there, all of the other pieces go back in my inventory instead of them getting lost, which is kind of nice. So let's take out this wall again, same thing. All the pieces on top go back into my inventory. I kind of like that. I like Arc's approach as well, where you destroy everything on top. They both make sense. But yeah, it's nice the fact that you don't lose all the pieces. Anyways, that one worked. So let's try this one right here. Alright. Okay, perfect. So that seems to be my two towers. Now these are going to be quite tall. They're going to be more for aspect purposes. So I don't think they'll be very functional. I mean, I'm going to have to make some sacrifices here. I don't really have a lot of support. I have built it on top of a very steep mountain. Oh, well, oops. Made that mistake again. Okay, so whilst I've been working on the top layer, I thought, why not add a bit of a balcony here? Now, the reason for that is, if you look that way, it just looks so freaking nice. So might as well have a balcony to admire all the building that's taking place. And if I think about it now, I mean, this has been a work in progress for the better part of a year, probably more. So yeah, it's I mean, I haven't built it or worked on it continuously. But yeah, this is a castle that's taken about a year to build, really. Mind you, there's been a big gap, a big break at it, on it as well. So I think I'm going to do another balcony on top here. Now the question is, on that balcony, do I start from here? I feel like I should make it just as long, but not as, I don't know. I feel like I should make it a bit smaller than this one, but still not far off in size. So if I do, say, start it from here and then just kind of have one of these triangle pieces with whites coming out and then going all the way around the wall, then maybe that will work. See, put another one there, one in between, and then kind of just cover that little corner there. I feel like it would actually work. I'm not quite sure what to do. Now, the other thing is, I hope that this is the right wall with regards to the door that will be the exit into the balcony itself. Of course, we'll have to decorate the balcony and all that stuff. Yeah, I feel like that might be the best way to do this. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm happy with it. We just need a hole in the wall, which of course will have a door. But I think that'll do so it doesn't actually shadow the balcony at the bottom. This is the one I'm probably going to use most often. But yeah, it's nice. It gives us a nice view of the castle. I'm going to have to do the exact same thing on this end. So we'll take out this wall. I need to be careful not to fall, because I could connect it to the wall like that triangle piece was there, but we'll see. That remains to be seen. We'll go all the way around this way. Like so. I mean, there's not really a lot to see from this angle right here, but I think This will do. I mean, again, this side needs a lot of decoration, so eventually we'll end up doing that at some point. We're going to have to use a lot of pieces to get the decorations going. And, yeah, it'll take a long time, but we will get it done nonetheless. And I'll put these right here because I don't want to accidentally fall. Knowing me, I'm probably going to end up falling off the edge to my death, which kind of sucks, so let's not do that. So up here, yeah, okay. I see what the situation is. Let's get this done. There we go. Okay, so time to add a roof to our, I was going to say second floor, but I don't know how many floors you would count this. I mean, it's kind of like a second floor, isn't it? But it is pretty darn big. So, of course, I expect to have some problems with the roof pieces because of the lack of support. So I'll have to fiddle about here with them. So see right there, it's not wanting to snap on. That kind of sucks. I need to figure something out as to how to do this. But yeah, so this is going to be, I don't know what I'm going to do with the room here, but back there at the end of the castle we'll do something out of glass or something of the sorts. So it's like a little altar room for the Derketo altar. Feel like that would be quite suitable. Alright. Okay. So I'm trying to think here how to build this up. Okay, let's get these triangle oh, that's not what I meant to do. Let's pick this up. See, that's what happens when you rush. Up there. And another one there. Okay. So this is what it's going to look like. As I said, not really have much of a clue right now as to what I'm going to do with these rooms. I'm just building the rooms and then I'll find some sort of purpose for them. If we put a triangle piece there, that kind of closes it in. And we'll do the same here on this end. And if we add some of these pieces like so. And that should do for now. So now I need to figure out this part of the roof right here. How I'm going to, there we go. I'm going to close this one off. And hopefully we don't have any gaps in the roof at the end of it. Now I've got a rough idea as to how the roof is going to come out looking at the end of it. But that is just a very rough idea. It's all dependent on how the pieces fit in, if they fit in the way I want them to or expect them to. That's more accurate to say. And of course, I might decide to change a couple of things down the line, but hopefully it all works out. Okay, we're adding some more of these pieces right here. Now these, of course, will be, I suppose, to section off the roof and build a supporting structure, because as you can see over here, we've used the pillars to kind of support it. Now there's that gap right there which isn't really complying. It makes no sense to me because it allows me to put the roof piece like on the tile, or like both either to the right or to the left, but I can't use the tile like in the center, to put it that way. So I think it's something to do with the fact that there's no structural support for the piece, but it still lets me attach it to the tile piece, which makes no sense to me, but it just doesn't let me attach it the way I want it, which is one of those things, one of those mechanics I don't really quite get, but it's fine. We'll work with it. We'll figure something out. I'll put another, I don't know, maybe here. Okay, gonna set up a wall here, so that should give us some support. I don't know how much support that'll give us. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, need to make sure we have a room for a door. Oh, again, see, that's what happens when you rush it. There we go, perfect. We go all the way up. We need to be careful, we don't want to attach it to the wrong thing. It's just going to be a pain to take back down if we do. There we go. So we'll put a door here. I suppose that'll break up the rooms and kind of give us, I don't know. Oh dear. Can I get that? There we go. Perfect. Okay. We'll put a door here and some wall pieces on top. And there is our first room. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this. Honestly, I don't know. But it looks cool. I just need to find a purpose for this room. I could, and this is just a thought, maybe turn it into multiple rooms or something like that. I don't know. Don't really have much of a idea, to be honest. Could be a giant dining room, maybe. That's also a thing. We'll see what happens. Let's get some of the triangle pieces and put those up and finish off that wall, and then move on to the next section. And we'll see how we set up the support for the rest of the roof. But as you can see through that hole, I have actually been working on the roof. I've got a couple of gaps in it. So let's see if we can actually place the tile. Okay. I mean, I might need to do a couple of things to that. I don't know. I might need to change stuff around to try and get that roof tile piece to sit there. But we'll see how that works. Let's get this one out. Like so. And let's give it a go. Nope. That's not working. I wonder why. Maybe I'm not able to do it from down here, so I might need to climb up there and see. Sometimes it is a bit fiddly. Sometimes it's one of those cases where it will snap, but you have to be in a certain position for it to snap. So I'll give it another go from the top at some point. But what if we just, I don't know, what if we just add these right here, right? If I add these pillars here, they're kind of out of the way. They won't bother me. And I mean, should look alright. Let's see if we can add that piece. Whoops. Nearly. Yeah, anyways. That was a bit of a ball ache. Getting the roof set up for that part of the building. I think this one's going to be even more complicated because it's going to be, for the most of it, I want it to be a big, wide open space, but I'm getting the feeling, based off of what I've done so far, that that's not going to be the case. Of course, we're going to use these building pieces right here, and the idea is to create a room with a lot of glass around it, similar to a dome-like structure. Now, of course, that will be dependent on how the building pieces want to cooperate, or maybe not. We'll see how that works out. But obviously the Derketo altar is black, so I figured if I make this room here at the end of this castle black with these glass pieces, it should, in theory, fit with the Derketo statue, which is kind of nice. And so this could be like the Derketo room. So obviously, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Derketo is the goddess of death and pleasure. So why not, you know? Why not have a special room for the Derketo altar? Of course, we still need the priests, the thralls, and stuff like that for the shrines that I have. But that's going to be a later thing. Now, this looks nice, but I feel like I need to put more glass around here. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to pick up these walls. And apart from the towers, just basically have it glass all the way around. Feel like that would look better. At least from the inside. I don't know how it'll look from the outside. I'm hoping it won't look that bad. But as far as I can see, I'm happy with it. It makes it feel different, to be honest. So, I'm gonna be honest and say that I'm not a big fan of having different materials and stuff around a build. I like to use the same type of material, but I think with this altar here, it does work. Obviously from the outside I don't know how aesthetic it'll look, but we'll see at the end. Hopefully I don't end up having to demolish half of the building because it's not good looking. Alright, we're at the top. It was a pain. I've cut out probably at this point, by this point, a lot of what I did, a lot of the struggles. So right here I wanted to build like a little roof thing on top. Of course, the higher you get, the less structure you have for the pieces, so you have to improvise. I didn't want just a flat rooftop. I wanted something with a bit of decor on it, so I had to make something up. I'm happy with that. It's more just for design purposes, and as you can see we can walk on the roofs. I mean, I could have probably made some changes around. I don't think I could with the pieces I have, but it looks alright. I'm happy with it. I would have liked like a little column roof type thing in the middle here, but I don't think that is a possibility with the pieces that I have, so it just looks a bit weird. But it's fine. It's a castle that works. It does a job. It doesn't look like it's, you know, like something's missing, so I'm happy. And the roof is actually fully built up. So we've got this flat surface here, but this glass structure in the center, I just wanted it to turn it into like a dome type of thing, but unfortunately I'm kind of limited to what I can do with regards to building here. Of course I would have liked it if it was a dome type structure just out of glass, but unfortunately not a lot of support for pieces, so we're just happy with this. It just doesn't look like a flat roof at the top. I'll have to find some stuff to add here at that portion right there that you saw, but it looks alright from afar. It gives it a bit of, I don't know, personality. Alright guys, so I've been doing quite a bit of work here in the so-called courtyard. I'm having a few problems with the game. It's glitchy. A lot of rubber banding and stuff are happening. I'm not quite sure what's causing it. Now, I finally found a purpose for this structure up here, and this is an archery range. So, of course, we're going to decorate it with we're going to go with that kind of decor, is what I meant to say. But at the moment, I'm having a few problems with the game, and I'm finding absolutely frustrating. So I think I'm going to call it a day. I was going to go fight some stuff, but not with the rubber banding and just how the game's performing right now. I did try my best to build up the courtyard, so to speak, and I've done a lot to it, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to show you in this video just because of how much rubber banding there is. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. So I'll probably do that in the next video. There you go. That's what I'm on about. Like, literally, it is awful. Absolutely awful. It's just not working. So I'm thinking I'm going to call it a day here. And sadly, it's going to just be a building video because of that. I suppose in the next video, hopefully, we have a bit more luck. And we can actually do something aside from building. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I would like to show off what I've done, but unfortunately, problem with the game. So from afar, this is what it looks like. I'm happy with it, to be fairly honest. It's starting to take shape. We still have a lot of stuff to add to it just to make it feel a bit more lively. Of course, there's thralls that we need to put in, a couple of other things. But sadly, for today, I guess I'm going to have to call it a day. We'll work on it in a future episode. And my apologies, honestly, for this just being a building video. I did intend to go and do some exploring and fight some bad guys and stuff like that. Unfortunately, the level of rubber banding is atrocious, and so I'm not going to be able to do that right now. I don't know what the problem is, but it does limit what I can do with the content here. So hopefully on the next video we won't have this problem so much. And of course we'll start off with building. I think what I want to do in the next video is just add some more decorative pieces in the courtyard. Maybe move inside the castle and start decorating that one up. Of course, we still have to do the arena, and once the arena is done, I do plan on initiating it and having a couple of fights in there just as well. So those are things that I plan on doing. Of course, there's also the lighting that I need to take into consideration. So by that I mean that we'll have to put in braziers and torches and stuff like that to make sure that it is nicely lit at night time. And yeah, there's quite a bit to do still here at the top, and then of course we have to go into the other layers where I will, or underneath the castle, where I will repurpose a lot of stuff in a lot of rooms. But that is it for this video, folks. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, stay safe, folks.